Professor Albert Mehrabian, a researcher of body language, began researching the components of face-to-face conversation in the early 60s. Mehrabian determined that effective communication consists of 55% nonverbal elements like facial expressions, 38% tone and voice, and only 7% the actual meaning of the words. He called this the 7-38-55 communication rule. Professor Mehrabian said the way we communicate with others and with ourselves ultimately determines the quality of our lives. For example, think of how many different ways someone could say the word maybe and what each could convey. Spoken with a smile and rising tone, optimism and enthusiasm, maybe. Spoken with a furrowed brow and a falling tone, doubt and disbelief, maybe. Spoken with a furrowed brow and a rising tone, uncertainty and confusion, maybe. Hard facts about soft skills. Don't underestimate what you probably think of as the soft stuff. Think of the experience you have when you order food in a drive-thru versus ordering at a counter or having a waiter come to your table. At the drive-thru, you're speaking into a microphone and the person on the other side of the conversation might as well be on the moon. The way you're speaking back and forth, tiny audio that cuts out weird pauses and interruptions. At the counter or at a table, the face-to-face communication automatically brings things to a friendlier, more conversational level. If you have questions, you can get a better sense of who's giving you the answers, and the back and forth can be more immediate. The drive-thru maximizes efficiency, but it practically eliminates every component of the customer experience besides efficiency. That's not what patients are looking for from dentists. They want to feel like they're getting sit-down service, which makes sense because after all, they are sitting down in your chair. Sometimes drive-thru service isn't going to be the most efficient option either. Many times I pulled up to a Starbucks where the drive-thru already had 8 to 10 cars lined up, but when I walked inside, there were 0 customers in line at the counter, so I could walk straight up and order. 60% of revenue at drive-thrus is restaurants is from the drive-thru. There's no better example of this in fast food than comparing the order taker who walks up to your car in the drive-thru at In-N-Out Burger and Chick-fil-A versus McDonald's. No wonder as of 2023, the average annual revenue per store for these 3 fast food chains was Chick-fil-A at $9.4 million, and they're closed on Sunday. McDonald's $3.8 million, and In-N-Out Burger's almost ready to overtake them. They're at $2.97 million. It starts with the first call. Who answers your phone? Yes, it's true that people often forget the details of events, conversations, or actions, but hold on to the emotions those experiences evoked. As Maya Angelou beautifully put it, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. It's a powerful reminder of the impact of empathy and kindness. So many dentists, even ones I went to school with, still ask who I recommend for marketing and advertising. My first response is always, who's answering your phones? A third of the calls go to voicemail. If your front desk team is putting callers on hold, you might as well throw in the towel for your marketing efforts because you're losing those potential patients as soon as they call. In most other businesses, whoever takes care of incoming calls and whoever is making outbound calls wears a suit and tie and is the highest paid member of the team, second only to the owner and CEO. But in dentistry, they're often the lowest paid, least trained people on the entire dental office team. Think of all the money that could be going through their hands if they were properly trained, empathetic communicators who knew how to close the call by scheduling an appointment for a butt in the chair. Find and keep people who, when they are asked what they do, I work in filling the schedule at Today's Dental instead of I work at the front desk. Those are people who are trying to close the sale by converting incoming calls and walk-in visits to scheduled appointments, and they'll make your patients feel special and valued instead of just another car in the drive-thru. Success in sales comes from listening, understanding the customer's needs, and offering solutions, not just products and services. Every inbound call is a buyer waiting to happen, so listen well, solve their problem, and the sale will close itself with a confirmed scheduled appointment. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode of Howard Speaks, please like, subscribe, and share. I read all your comments below and appreciate you and your support. Take care, be good, and create a rocking great day.